Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Thank you for joining us today. Today we have three major stories coming out of South Sudan. We will talk about President Salva Kiir has fired the finance minister after only 3 months in office. Second, we'll talk about President Salva Kiir has appointed a new press secretary, Ms. Arek Aldo Ajodeng. And finally, we'll talk about a sad and breaking stories. 2 teenage girls were shot and killed in an ambush in Torit County. Before we move on, please, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. Let's begin our report with Kiir fire finance minister after 3 months. Let us begin in Juba. President Salva Kiir has removed the finance minister after just little over 3 months in office. The former minister, Dr. Bakbarna Bachol, has now been replaced by Salvatore Gareng Mabiordit. This information was shared by South Sudan Broadcasting Corporation. What does this mean? This is not the first time this position has changed. Since 2020, South Sudan has had 9 different finance ministers. 9. That means the leadership of the country's finance keep changing again and again. Many citizens are asking, why is this happening? Why are ministers removed so quickly? What is really going on inside the government under President Salva Kiir? No official reason was given for this latest change. So, who is Salvatore Gareng? Salvatore Gareng Mabiordit is not new to this role. He has served before from March 2018 to September 2020. Again, briefly from March to August 2023. Now he is back again as finance minister. This shows that the president is bringing back someone with previous experience. But the big question remains, will this change improve the economy? At the same time, President Salva Kiir also removed several other officials. Monica Achol Abdel Agwek, who was serving as presidential envoy for Middle East Affairs, and William Agnon called Commissioner General of the South Sudan Revenue Authority, was also removed. Moses Rao Aye, Deputy Commissioner General, was also removed. New replacements were appointed. Ambassador Mondeng Ajuet and Solomon Arik Manyok. These changes show that President Salva Kiir is reorganized key financial offices. But again, no clear explanation was given. A policy expert, Baboya James Edmond, spoke to Radio Tamazuj about this kind of issue. He said something very important. He stated that changing people alone will not fix the problem. According to him, according to Baboya, the government of South Sudan under President Salva Kiir is struggling financially. And there's no enough money, salaries are delayed, and there are deeper structural problems. He explained that corruption, weak system, and poor management are bigger problems than individuals. He stated that these individuals are not institutions. In simple words, replacing one person with another does not fix a broken system. So where is the money? South Sudan in money from oil and other sources, but experts say much of that money does not reach the national treasury. If the money does not reach the treasury, it cannot be used for paying teachers, paying soldiers, paying doctors, improving hospitals, and building roads. And ordinary citizens suffer the most. Back in November 2025, civil society leader Angelina Adelmalwal made a bold statement. She said maybe it is time for a woman to lead the finance ministry. She argued that since independence in 2011, the ministry has mostly been led by men, and she believed the results have not been good. She pointed to unpaid salaries, shortage of cash in bank, weak South Sudanese pound, and rising costs of food. She said women should be given the chance to lead and fix the ministry. This has started conversation across the country. Let us ask you, do you think change ministers will improve the economy, or do we need bigger reforms? Comment below and share your thought. Let's move on to our second top story. President Salva Kiir Mayardit appoint new presidential press secretary. Now let us move to our second story. President Salva Kiir Mayardit has appointed a new press secretary. Her name is Arek Aldo Ajodeng. This appointment was made under Republican Decree number 65/2026. She replaced David Amor Majur, who was removed earlier this month. The position had been empty for about 3 weeks. Who is Arek Aldo Ajodeng? Ms. Arek is the CEO of the Lol Deng Foundation. This organization focuses on helping young people through sport and education. She also the sister of a former NBA All-Star Lol Deng. Currently, Lol Deng serves as the president of the South Sudan Basketball Federation. Her father, Aldo Ajodeng Akwe, is a respected veteran politician. Why this role is important? The press secretary is the main spokesperson for the president. This person communicates with government policies, a presidential decision, and official statement. The press secretary speaks to the media and represents the president publicly. This role is very important because communication builds trust between government and citizens. Many people will now watch closely to see how Ms. Arek performs in this role. We come to our final report. This is the sad one. According to the report here, 2 teenage girls killed in Terekeka County. Please, before we move on, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. According to the report, in Terekeka County, 2 teenage girls were shot and killed. The incident happened along the Iyala-Ogurun Road. The girls were returning home from a grinding mill where they had gone to grind sorghum. Their names were Abba Oroto, 17 years old, and Lirima Omonung, 17 years old. Another girl, Edita Opera, was injured and is currently receiving treatment. This is heartbreaking. These were young girls doing normal daily activities. So let's hear what authorities said. The county commissioner, Lokang Charles Italian, confirmed the attack. He said use from Iloli and Ogurun helped track the suspect footprint. A suspect from Loli village has been identified but is currently on the run. The commissioner strongly condemned the attack. He asked the community not to take revenge. He said authorities will handle the matter. Ms. Kolang Vicky Daniel from the Eastern Equatoria Civil Society Network also condemned the killing. She called for justice, protection for women and girls, and accountability. She stated that violence against girls and women must never be accepted. This tragedy has left families in deep pain. Please, we come to our finals. If you are new here, please, I would like you to tap the channel as we always do. If the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we upload any new video, you can be notified. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.